Both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Dropping back, it's Russell. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Nice move, create some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Alabama quickly back to the line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Now on first down from the 43. Motion from the wideout. Using his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That's caught. It's Edwards. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Trying play action. He's got the back in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Black 24. Black 24.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Starts to scramble to the left. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Gain of 7. Offense facing 4th down.
And the field goal unit is on the field. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice game there, setting up 2nd and inches.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Creates a little space. They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll move the tight end. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. He fires one deep over the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. This quarterback part of their running game. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Texas A&M.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Defense in press coverage. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 15 to Miami. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Makes the grab. It's Roach. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Back to throw. It's Russell. The screen. He's got wheels. There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On the move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Texas A&M going up tempo. A run for the quarterback. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on second and long. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it. Made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll run it. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
So that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Alabama.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Aggies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Try to to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Quarterback will keep it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. That crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Football with the run. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mayer. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Alabama.
Okay, ready? 42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Rushes on him. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Powers through the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Now he's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Roach. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. He might want another play. Now on the move. He's in open space downfield. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Give to the running back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Russell. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal.
Belly stunner. Fire.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
This defense trying to stand tall on fourth and goal from the 2. Trying to barge their way in. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give them the lead.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on fourth and goal.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, this This offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Motion from the wide receiver. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Snagged out of the air. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Has to go up top. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Alabama will get the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Russell. With the catch, it's Roach. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Second down.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Alabama.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. With the line of scrimmage at the 32, they'll line up for a 49-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game.